Hi plastics, welcome back to Dripped in Plastic and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be reviewing the Monster High Free Comic Book Day comic.
As you know, May the 4th is this week.
As of the time of filming this video, it was yesterday.
Oh my god, guys, I cannot believe that we are getting a series of Monster High. Oh my god, I just love this artwork so much.
I know, the cover's actually really nice. As you can see, we have our ghouls here in front. We've got Frankie, we've got Draculaura, Claudine and Cleo. So like the four main girls at the front. And look at the back here.
Oh, it's like the diaries, yeah? Like their diaries. Oh,
it looks exactly like their diary.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love the artwork on the front. I think it's cool. Obviously, being a free comic book day edition, it's going to have the free comic book day, you know, writing at the top of the book, which is nothing new. If you've collected comics in the past and gone to free comic book day events, you will know that they all have that written at the top there. Just to avoid like reselling and everything like that. Even though I already know the scalpers hovering on eBay selling these for a stupid amount. So if you didn't get your hands on one, I mean, go to your local comic book store. They might have leftovers, you never know. Just check that out, keep that in mind, instead of like going on eBay and purchasing one, because technically you shouldn't be paying for this.
No,
you know,
no.
because it's supposed to be for free. Back to the cover, it's really cool. You know, very Gen 1 reminiscent, I feel.
Yeah.
And then on the inside, you can see we've got the theme going with the journal. So obviously it's supposed to look like the girls', you know, diary that they have.
Yeah.
And after here, we've got, looks like a letter from Headmistress Bloodgood.
Ooh, what does it say?
Hello ghouls, monsters, and eerie creatures of the night. As you all know, Monster High was established as a preparatory school meant to teach monsters how to be their best selves and coexist with one another. Monster High is the most inclusive and accepting school for monsters, boasting students from all over the world, including the underworld, and multiple realms and dimensions. Unfortunately, due to a troubling turn of events last school year, there will be changes as we tighten our security measures and expand our curriculum. While students are encouraged to express themselves and embrace what makes them unique, there are monster claws each creature must adhere to remain enrolled at Monster High. I can already hear your moans, groans, and growls, but these claws aren't new. They were drafted hundreds of years ago to protect us from the outside threats and maintain peace between normies and monsters. The school board has voted to more stringently uphold these claws moving forward. The most pressing rule, no normies allowed. No fraternizing with normies, no turning normies, and no romance between monsters and normies ever. Looking forward to the new Scaremester. Scream, scares, and salutations. Headmistress Bloodgood.
Oh my god, no normies I get, but no romance? No!
Well, no romance between monsters and normies. So I guess monsters and monsters are okay.
But wouldn't that be juicier?
Well, obviously it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we know our ghouls like to break the rules. Like to break the claws, I should say.
Yeah. School logo, the school crest.
And the school.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I cannot wait. Let's get into the comic.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Yeah. So it starts off with Frankie and her dad. Frankie looks a bit worried. She wants to know what her dad is up to. And the dad wants to share with her a little bit about his new invention. He shared how much love he has for Frankie since the day he brought her to life.
Yeah.
And all the artwork, guys, is just so beautiful. I love this so much. And Frankie with her black and white hair, you know, her stitches, her bold, beautiful.
So who do we have doing the artwork of this? So Siobhan Keenan and Rebecca Nolte. So I mean, the artwork is so nice. Like, it's just getting straight into it, you know, and seeing like it's obviously very Gen 1 artwork and everything. But I think, you know, it looks so much like her. And you saying how Frankie looks like she's got a worried look on her face, you can see that in the artwork straight away without even reading what's going on.
Yeah.
You can see she's concerned. You can see the dad looks stressed. Like, it's you know, straight away in the story, I feel like it's intriguing.
The drama starts straight away.
And noting what you said about how, you know, the dad said, you know, to Frankie that bringing Frankie into the world, how much love he expressed about that. It's so heartwarming. Like, I already feel for his character straight away, and I don't even know much about, you know, Frankie's dad or anything. So I feel like, you know, straight away they've introduced it at a very good start.
Yeah.
Coming into page 2, these panels are sort of continuing on their conversation. And, you know, Frankie's dad's just reassuring Frankie that she's his best invention. He can never replace her or, you know, do anything like that. And, you know, it's very sweet. And I think it shows, like, the father-daughter bond that, you know, Frankie has with her dad. And, you know, I really like it. Introducing him as a character.
Yeah.
And then Frankie gets interrupted by a call from her ghoul friends by the looks of it. And, you know, he's like, yeah, no worries, like, see how they are for me and everything. And again, artwork is looking great. Like, the expressions on Frankie's face are really good. And she looks a bit concerned. Obviously, something must be happening with her and the ghouls.
Yeah. On to the next page. She's not sure who said what to whom, and it looks like she is about to meet up with her girlfriends, you know. Draculaura in the frame. It's just her clothes, you know. She got no shadow.
Yeah.
Because she's a vampire. She's
Nice touch.
Nice touch. She got everything but herself.
You know what's funny with this phone call conversation too? It's giving like Mean Girls.
Yeah.
When they were on the three-way conversation. She's like, wait a second, Claudine's on the other line.
Yeah.
I just spoke to Cleo, you know, because like Cleo's on the other line.
Cleo has to be in front of the photo.
Of course. Of course.
Oh my god.
She's Cleo. What else do we expect?
The queen. But it seems like they haven't heard much about Draculaura. Maybe something happened last year? Yeah.
Maybe something bad happening to Draculaura, she's gone missing or something.
Wow,
I guess we can only wait and see.
Drama with the dad and, you know, like now with Draculaura.
Coming on to the third page, these panels kind of, you know, are just from the dad's perspective. So obviously, you know, Frankie's no longer in this scene anymore. And it all looks very dark and scary and ominous. So it's already setting the tone for me as a reader, seeing that, oh, something maybe sinister is happening or something wrong is happening. And so, you know, he's sort of talking to himself about his invention maybe, and he can't quite put the pieces together, but then he gets an idea and he's like, voltage is the key. So whatever that means, you know, it's just, he's very in science mode by the looks of it. So I don't know, it's very mysterious, this page to me. Like, it's he's working on something that obviously is going to be bigger in the story later on, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Now, the mug says best dad. And not beast dad.
Oh, it does too.
Yeah.
That one obviously says beast as well because that's an
it's got
A.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless that was just like a mistake.
Maybe it's a mistake. Okay, so a mysterious person in shadow appears. It seems like they're blackmailing the dad, you know, into doing something that he doesn't want to.
They're taking away the notes from him. And he's like, please, it's my life's work.
Yeah.
So whatever that means, I mean, it's again, like, obviously these notes that he grabbed, like, in the previous page seemed very important. So, you know, now whoever this person is, this mysterious figure, is now taking away these notes from Frankie's dad.
Yeah. It cuts back to Frankie talking to her ghoul friends, and they cannot wait to start the semester, Scaremester, I must say, together.
But she also says in that she, you know, there's a misunderstanding, and she's going to talk to Cleo. So, I don't know, she seems just worried, you know, like there's something going on. something with Draculaura, some rift between the girls, maybe. Yeah, there's some drama happening there for sure.
Yeah, and to be continued in new Scaremester 1. Wow.
So that's pretty much all the teaser we get in this comic, which, look, in these sort of free comic book day things, it usually is teasers for a main series.
Yeah.
And so I think it's a good teaser.
Oh,
I don't think it's like, yes, it's very short, but that's kind of expected, but it gives us enough to be like, okay, Frankie's dad there's some kind of mystery happening there. And then, you know, there's some drama happening with the main girls, and maybe Draculaura is missing or something with Draculaura. So it gives us a lot of questions to wonder. It gives us anticipation, I feel.
Yeah.
And, you know, waiting for that first issue to release. It's kind of fun to sort of, you know, have something to look forward to. And, you know, now we've got some questions.
Yeah. How can we wait for this
I know.
long? Now that they give us this, come on. I want to
know.
read it straight away.
I know, me too. After the little story snippet that we get, the preview, we do get a couple of pages of the main girl's MonsterNet profile. First up here we have Frankie Stein. This artwork is by Lucianis Chemco. I'm not sure how to say that. I think I'm butchering the name. We've got Frankie Stein. Parental figure is Frankenstein, age 15 days. Which again, that's very much Gen 1.
Yeah.
Gen 1 did 15 days.
15 days.
Yeah. Favorite class, Monster History. Favorite color, black with white stripes. The zodiac sign is Cancer. Frankie Stein's username, by the looks of it, is Frightfully Frankie with like a 4 as the A. Very early 2000s. Freaky fact, my dad says I'm the culmination of donated parts from the world's greatest minds and kindest souls. Oh, that's so sweet.
That makes me so emotional.
That's so sweet. But like, you know what? We've been watching a lot of Gen 1 movies lately, and like Frankie is so sweet in Gen 1, you know? I mean, look, we've dabbled in Gen 3, and like we'll tell you guys our thoughts on that animation series one day. But like, you know, I just feel like the characters are more fleshed out in Gen 1 in my opinion.
Yeah.
And so far it looks like they're basing it off the Gen 1 Frankie. So in saying that with pronouns, it isn't very clear yet if Frankie in this version of the comics is using she, her, or they, them. It's not really specified yet. I'm just going to go with she, her for now until maybe it's noted otherwise. But at the moment, it seems to be based off her Gen 1 Frankie, and that Frankie was she, her. So yeah. I'm going to go with that for now. And look, if in the future, if it's different, then obviously we will use the correct pronouns for Frankie. But for now, I'm just going to say she, her. Just a little disclaimer.
Yeah.
Bio, proud member of the Monster High Science Club. My dad's the greatest scientist ever, living or undead. Ask me about neutral pathways in the brain. I'll tell you everything you need to know, and then some.
Oh.
BFFs, Claudine Wolfe, Draculaura, and Cleo Denial. And then we've got a little snippet of her diary entry. Thoughts on living. I was assembled and zapped to life with electricity by my dad, Frankenstein. He's what you would call a mad scientist, but to me, he's the best dad ever. Just like my dad, I love learning and I want to know everything about, well, everything. I can tell my inquiring mind bothers a few of the other ghouls at school, especially Meowlody and Persephone. They keep telling me my curiosity kills cats, but I can't help it. I just think everyone is so cool. I'd have to say the ability to learn is my favorite part of living. The worst part of being alive, my limbs constantly detach on their own and spark zapping through my bolts when I'm anxious. Luckily, my bestie Claudine keeps me from falling apart.
Oh, that is so sweet.
Frankie is so cute.
Aww.
I love Frankie so much. But yeah, I love this like little MonsterNet thing. It's got like, you know, like it looks like we're online right now. Like she's got like, you know, a skin in the background, like with a pattern here. It's giving very MySpace, Bebo, you know, and you've got like a little search bar. And I love it. It's like, you know, it feels very immersive.
Yeah.
I feel very immersed into the story and the
Yeah.
characters. And, you know, I feel like if someone was to pick this up and not really know much about Monster High, they can immediately get immersed and
Yes.
know about these characters, which
Yeah.
is kind of really fun. And hopefully this brings in more Monster High fans.
Yeah,
You know?
I love the Monster Net, you know, opening our Crit Production dolls, ghouls, I must say. Reading their diaries is so much fun.
Yeah.
You know, just learn more.
It just gets you more involved with the
Yeah.
character and gets you to feel like you're, again, like immersed in the story, immersed in the character. You know?
Yeah, I love it. Oh, what a great way to start Monster Net with Frankie, eh? We have Draculaura, also illustrated by the same person, Lucianus Camacho.
We are so butchering that name.
Oh my god.
Sorry, guys. Try and sound it out for us in the comments if you can.
Yeah. Draculaura's parental figure is Count Dracula. Age 1600. Favorite class, creative writing. Favorite color, pink. Zodiac sign, Aquarius. Online social handle is Bleeding Heart 16.
That's very fitting. And I love how the E's are like threes.
Yeah. Again, very early 2000s.
Very MySpace.
Freaky fact. Not being able to see my own reflection used to make makeup application a frightful experience. But after 1600 years of practice, I've gotten it down to a science.
Ooh.
Bio. Student Bloody Council member. Monster Ball Planning Committee.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, she's very involved. BFFs. Claudine Wolf and Frankie Stein.
What about Cleo?
What about Cleo? They're together. The beef.
Oh, that must be a little clue.
Yeah.
Okay, because see, she was on the phone to Cleo and then Claudine talking about Draculaura.
Yeah.
There must be a little clue there.
Yeah.
And who knows? I guess we'll find out.
Diary entry. I hate the taste of blood. Ugh. Last school year took a toll on me. It's been a nightmare. I've had no time to process my feelings. Actually, I've had no time to myself at all. I spend my days sitting through dreadful boring meetings, answering a million questions, and worst of all, I had to drink blood. It makes me sick just thinking about it. I'm so overwhelmed. I smile through it all, though, because there's nothing I want more than to make my dad proud.
Aww.
Aww.
So obviously this is keeping theme with Gen 1 that she will be a vegan vampire. I love it. It's very Draculaura, the artwork. It's all pink and black and yeah, very cute. Next up we have Claudine Wolf. Same artist designed this as well. I think they must have done all the character bios. Parental figure, the werewolf, age 15. Favorite class is economics. Favorite color is gold. And zodiac sign is Taurus. Claudine's handle is Claudine's Closet. Closet. But I love that. They're definitely keeping to her Gen 1 fashion designer aspiration, I would say, if that's her handle.
Yeah.
You know, which I love that about Claudine. Like, she's such a fashionista. Freaky fact, I have a keen sense of smell that can sniff out trouble or tell you when not to eat in the creepateria. Bio, follow me for fierce outfit of the days and restyle tutorials. Shop my closet, link in bio. Oh my god, that's so cool. I love that so much. BFFs, Frankie Stein and Draculaura. Oh, okay. So she doesn't have... Only Frankie has Cleo listed there. So there must be a beef with Cleo, Frankie and Draculaura. I mean, we'll wait until we get to Cleo's bio and see what that says.
Yeah.
Diary entry. Okay, fierce fashionistas of Monster High. You've got competition and it's me. They say manifestation works best under the light of the full moon. So here I am, Claudine Wolf, stating loud and clear that I will be the world's greatest fashion mogul. Once I graduate, of course. You know, even though I'm feeling more creative than I ever have, something feels off. My parents have been kind of distant lately, and so has my girlfriend Toralei. Ooh.
Oh.
See, I heard rumors that there was going to be a relationship between Claudine and Toralei, and I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Plastics, but I think in Gen 3 animation, there's something going on there between them too. I find interesting just because of, you know, what we've seen in Gen 1's movies and stuff.
They
like,
have no chemistry.
Oh my god, they don't like each other at all. But you know, I guess it's like, what do they say? Like, frenemies, enemies first, lovers second,
yeah.
or whatever, you know? I mean, if they do that story, like make them enemies first, it could be interesting.
Yeah.
But we'll have to wait and see, I guess. But I could just be in my head. I have been laser focused on planning for my future fashion empire. Cutting patterns, making mood boards, and hitting the mall for inspiration takes up all my time and mental energy. Maybe I should call Toralei and check in. Actually, no. I'm sure everything's good.
That's so Taurus of her.
I know, very. But honestly, like, it'll be interesting to see how that relationship unfolds. Like, I'm very curious about that now.
Yeah.
It makes me curious about what Toralei's character is going to be like then, because she was so mischievous in Gen 1. Always scheming, always against the ghouls.
Always in the way.
I mean, I hope she's still like that, even if she is Claudine's girlfriend. I hope she still schemes and, you know, maybe she caused the drama. Who knows?
Yeah. But that makes the story more interesting, you know? Like, it's more dramatic.
Yeah. And again, her artwork is all themed on her. It looks like we've got some leopard print happening in the background and some zebra print, purple and blacks and golds. Very awesome. I love that it's so their style.
Yeah.
You know?
Cleo. Oh, the artwork is just so beautiful. I love her hair.
I know the volume.
I know.
I love it.
Oh my god, love. Again, same artist. Parental figure, The Mummy. Age, 5,842. Favorite class, geometry. Favorite color, gold. Oh, just like Claudine. Zodiac sign, Virgo.
Ooh.
Just like me. Cleo's handle, Queen Cleo, of course.
Of course, very fitting.
Freaky fact, I read more romance scrolls than I like to admit. Oh my god, me too actually.
Yeah.
I love romance stories.
You love romance, yeah. But I feel like you're very vocal about that.
Yeah. Bio, the underworld's princess, wrapped in the finest linen at Castafiers.
So I take it that's like a song that's in her bio and maybe Castafier sang it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. We want to see more of Castafiers. BFFs, Gulia Yelps, Juice Gorgon, and Frankie Stein.
Oh, no Claudine.
No Claudine, no
Draculaura.
Draculaura.
See, there must be something going on there. I'm very intrigued.
Beef, for sure. Diary entry. I'm growing bored with each passing day. Even my romance scrolls can't distract me from how stale and rote my own romance with Juice has become. Nephra is always going on about her seemingly endless selection of international suitors. She's even dated a monster from a different dimension. And here I am, hoping for a heartfelt poetic confession from Juice, a statement of undying devotion to me, a sonnet written in my honor. Instead, I was told, I like you because you're, well, you, and you're perfect for me. What does that mean?
But that's sweet though, poor dude.
Yeah, because that's him, you know, like...
But he's saying like he likes her for her, you know,
not anything
and
else.
that she's perfect, you know, for him.
Yeah.
You know?
Don't you want to move mountains for me, part rivers and seas? I want. No, I deserve so much more.
See, that's giving me an indication that they're going to split these two up in the comics, and I don't like that. You know, I mean, when we first watched like Monster High, we kind of, you know, saw more of G3 first actually. So yeah, they're not together in Gen 3, but seeing Gen 1, Deuce and Cleo, like, oh my god, they're just such an iconic couple. You can't not have them together.
They
know?
are.
I hope they keep them together. What do you think?
Oh my god, we recently saw Buyok, and we got so emotional when at the end scene when they finally got back together. Oh my god, I cried so much because I love them together. You know what? But this might be the drama. You know, one of the dramas in the series. But they'll end up together. Who knows?
I mean, I guess we have to wait and see.
Yeah.
I love the style. It's, you know, very her. We've got a diamond here and everything. And I think having these little bios, especially in this preview comic, is so much fun.
Yeah.
You know, and just reading it and getting to see, like, I guess maybe, you know, their plans with the characters or the dramas that are about to unfold is a lot of fun. We've got the new Scaremester calendar schedule by the looks of it. What's interesting is it actually is almost like a calendar for us fans, you know, like we've got January, February, March, April already crossed off, and we're at May, and we've got ticked off on the little checklist that Monster High New Scaremester Free Comic Book Day is checked off. So obviously is a schedule for the upcoming comics. And then what else we are going to have released in May is Monster High Pride 2024. And I did see those, and there's 2 variant covers of it. One, I'll try and pop one on the screen here for you guys. One cover is Claudine and Toralei on the front, doing like a little love heart with their fingers. I think they're kind of doing it like this. Yeah, like that. I believe, from memory.
Yeah.
And then you've got, what's his name, Valentine and Speldon.
Yeah.
Which I think Speldon is possibly a new character. And Valentine was obviously in Gen 1. And I read somewhere that his original plan for his character was to actually have him gay in the original series. But, you know, being different times, I don't think it was kind of allowed back then for the cartoons. I'm not 100% sure, but I've read a little bit of speculation around that, and so I guess they're doing it now. So it'll be interesting to see what this Pride edition would be and what's going to be in it. Maybe it'll give us more details of how Toralei and Claudine actually got together in the first place.
Yeah.
And
knowing us, we get both editions.
Oh, 100%. I want both variant covers, thank you very much.
Maybe 2 of each?
Yeah. And then June and July, we don't have any releases, unfortunately. And then it looks like August, we're going to get the first issue for Monster High New Scaremester. Wow. I mean, yes, there's no exact dates, but, you know, I imagine we'll find out the dates soon. Or maybe the dates are online now as well. I haven't read yet. But, you know, and then we'll get one each month. And it looks like, according to this, they've planned it up until 10 issues, which will be May next year.
Yeah.
And then there's also a few other special editions along the way. So in Fangtober, we've got Monster High Halloween, which will be a Halloween edition. December, we've got Monster High Snowballs. April, we've got Spring Break. And May next year, we've got Fear Book 2024 to 2025. And then August next year will be start of 2025 to 2026 Scaremester. So obviously that's when they'll be planning the season 2, if you will, of the comic series.
Yeah.
So they've obviously got future plans for it, and I think it's really fun to see, like, you know, there's going to be a monthly issue. I mean, that's usually expected with comic books anyways, is like usually comic series do 1 issue per month. But if that's the case, guys, we're going to be reviewing a comic book per month come August. I mean, look, whenever we get our hands on this Pride one, we'll do a review on that as well. But then, you know, once this series starts to release, we'll read it for you guys and review it here on Dripped in Plastic.
Welcome to Dripped in Plastic Library.
Yeah. Monster High Comic Book Edition.
Yeah. But I wonder if they'll release, Fangtober, they have the Halloween, and then December they have Snowball. I wonder if they release the dolls from the series, from the comics. That would be so good.
Oh yeah, maybe they will.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
We have an interview with Jacques.
Jacques or Jackie, we're not really sure how to pronounce her name.
Yeah.
If it's like Jackie or Jacques, but she's one of the writers.
You know what caught my attention here is she got 40 fabulous figures in her collection. Guys, there's a question here. Do fans need to know anything about Monster High before reading the comics? I say no, but it would be helpful. Watch the G1 animated episodes, read the upcoming novel, and buy a few dolls for your collection. Smiley face.
Interesting. I want to get my hands on this novel now just to see. I heard some I heard some mixed responses about the novel though, that it like good or I don't know, just very mixed. So I guess we'll see. But I want to make judgment for myself. I feel. Comic ends off with, you know, the artwork of the front here, and then obviously just advertising some of their other comics that the publisher publishes, which is also expected in, you know, the back of comic books anyway. Yeah, overall, I think it's a really good read. I think it's awesome for any Monster High fan out there just to have in their collection, or if you are into comics, like it's just an awesome comic to have, you know, getting each issue per month and, you know, different cover variants, and I can just imagine where this is gonna go. Cause like I collect comics already. I collect, you know, from other fandoms and such, and you know, some of the comics, like their trade paperbacks or their hardcover library editions and everything, are just so beautiful. Some of the designs. So when we get a bunch of comics, I bet you anything that they're gonna make like, you know, trade paperback versions, library edition versions, and I can only imagine the possibilities of some beautiful artworks that we're gonna see with our favorite ghouls.
Oh, I cannot wait.
Yeah.
You love comics or not love comics, but you love Monster High, just come hang out with us monthly, you know, when this series come out.
But yeah, as always, Plastics, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave us a thumbs up, comment something down below, just your thoughts on it, or if you got the comic yourself. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and stay tuned for more content.
Drips in plastic, and we out. Bye.
That's new. Bye, Plastics.